And it is another Sunday, another great day for football action. We are live here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. Glenn Casas bringing you the action. And right next to me is Tasha Alquiros Dato bringing the analysis for this game. This afternoon, first game of the day, Kaya FC Iloilo, the league, well, currently trailing behind the league leaders, but they are still within the running. And right next to them is Tuloy FC, a team who has surprised many, and a lot of fans have already been putting their lot behind this young team. So this is going to be an interesting clash. Good afternoon to one. Good afternoon, Tasha. Long time no see.
Good afternoon, Glenn, and it's so exciting to be back here, of course, at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. It's a triple header here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium, and we'll also have a game live as well at the dynamic Herb Cebu Stadium in Cebu as well. At 8:30 p.m., it's One Taguig taking on Don Bosco Garelli. At 5:45, Stallion versus Maharlika. We'll also have another live stream for Cebu versus Valenzuela PB Mendiola. But of course, at the moment, all eyes will be at our match at hand, Kaya FC Iloilo taking on Tuloy.
Now, from the looks of these two teams, of course, varying backgrounds, varying sources of their inspiration, and at the same time, iba talaga yung pinanggalingan nila. One team coming from the very top, defending their championship right now is Kaya FC. And so far, they have, well, you can say they have either stalled a little bit while on the journey to the top because they had a strong season, and then the other teams just started catching up. So right now, what's your assessment of their current season at the moment?
At the moment, you feel that Kaya started 2026 on such a strong note. They ended the year losing to Taguig, and then a big win against Garelli, losing again to Manila Digger. They're only two losses for this season so far. But then this year, their first game was against Maharlika. A great 2-0 victory, then beating Garelli 6-0. There was another game against Maharlika, a 3-1 victory for Kaya. So coming into this game as well, they're on a great winning streak and they want to continue on the good momentum. They lost players during the window, but they've also gained new players that have been quickly able to impact the team right away as soon as they were able to get on the start list, most especially with the likes of Julius Mirbach.
Well, Julius Mirbach, yes, we have seen the action from that young man, and so far he has really been one of the impactful signups that they had this year. And so far it's really interesting because right now he is actually on the bench. Well, give chance to others, so they say, because right now they have such a deep squad right now that they really need to rotate everybody and make sure they're ready for the best of games. But you know what? In a league, every game counts. So pretty much it's quite important for Kaya to keep that momentum going. Well, right now you can see on your screen Kaya Iloilo warming up to the game here. And so far, we are looking at how they will perform tonight. They have to keep that momentum. Going over to the other side, though, Tuloy FC. I mean, you kind of thought at the start that they're gonna be struggling a little bit, but so far they, despite having some difficulties, they still managed to do so. Oh, by the way, it's on screen right now.
And let's take a look at the Kaya FC formation for this matchup. A lot of changes, as Glenn mentioned, up on top. No Mirbach, Eso, Angeles, and on. So it's a rotated squad. They did also just play during the midweek. So coming again they're able to rotate their squad, but still very strong on paper. Dato will be the goalkeeper of choice, the back line, surprisingly, of Melisa playing that left back. The new signings of Malumansoko and Toyoda, Menzi on the right. The midfield will be Yamazaki, Zambrano, and Ray Komaki on the left, Del Rosario on the right, and Bedic up on top.
From this kind of lineup there, they're certainly looking to hold it down. We have our player to watch here. While there are plenty of new signings here, we still have to look forward to the man who will keep everything calm. This is Tuloy. They still have to get the 3 points. So John Melisa has some responsibility to keep his men on track as the skipper. What can you say about him?
Janjan Meliza, of course, a long-time serving player for the side of Kaya FC Iloilo, able to slot in different positions and roles when necessary. He scored a couple of goals as well this season for Kaya, and they're going to rely on him once again. The first time Kaya and Tuloy met each other in the first round, he did score a brace, so he'd want to make sure to get those goals again in this matchup as they beat Tuloy, as they go against Tuloy once more.
Well, we have here Yu Hoshide, the head coach, with a few words before the match.
Yes, we are 3 in a row right now, so momentum is really good. I don't want to stop this momentum, so try our best to get 3 points today as well. Thank you.
A man of few words as usual, Coach Yu Hoshide. He did mention 3 games winning streak, so they want to continue on that momentum. As we all know, in this league, every point counts. The top of the table, mid-table, every game can spell the difference if you're number 1, 2, or 3 spot.
Yeah, and again, in front of Kaya in their quest to get that is Tuloy FC, a team who had, well, surprised a lot of people by getting the results where they need. They are still not at the best spots in the table right now, but that can certainly change. We have 3 rounds, and this is already the 2nd round. So what can you say about their performance right now?
And the thing about Tuloy is that they're so exciting to watch. Regardless of who they're playing against, they have their own footballing philosophy. Whether it's at the academy level, their women's team, or their men's team, they're not afraid to go up against the big teams. And throughout the first round, we've noticed they might not always get the wins against big teams, but they always score against them. And that shows a lot that when you give them the chance, the opportunity, once they get the momentum, they're able to create beautiful goals. And this is going to be the starting 11 for the side of Tuloy. Antilio will be the goalkeeper of choice, the backline of Brizola, Toves, Saot, and Capistrano. The midfielders of Lupango on the left, Diaz on the right, Nunez and Gamboa manning that midfield, and up on top, Cyril, Saot, and Halike.
Well, that is barely any changes there to their usual lineups. As a matter of fact, everybody who has been involved in goals, their top 5, including the very top player to watch right now, Halike. John Lloyd Halike has scored 7 goals in this competition and has also been on the assist sheet twice.
And when you put them together, Halike and Saot, as you've mentioned, Halike has 7 goals, 2 assists to his name, and the likes of Cyril Saot, who has 5 goals and 5 assists. These 2 players will definitely have to create some magic when they go up against Kaya today. And another player as well for me to look out for is their first international signing in Marcos Toves, who will be one of the center backs for today. And it's exciting to see. Let's hear first from the coach's interview what he has to say about their team taking up the defending champions.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm Jason Turgo from Tuloy FC. So for me, yung expectation namin dito sa game, napakahirap kasi alam naman namin yung Kaya is one of the biggest team here in PFL. That's why we are trying our best to play against them. And same, kung paano namin nilalaro yung football, every game namin sa PFL, ganun lang, wala rin naman magbabago. So, same, laging Tuloy FC way lang. Then, I trust my player. Then, siguro, sana makapag-perform kami na mas maayos today. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Well, look no further. That was the assistant coach, Jason Turco, for Tuloy FC. We are about to start, so let us put our attention to the field for the match proceedings, and we'll be right back.
Welcome the teams of Kaya FC
Match officials this afternoon, John Mike Basinag, assisted by Brian Buergo and Relly Balila. Fourth official will be Paul Cadiz. Referee assessor is Roberto Hernandez, and our match commissioner, Robin Allen Camlin. Pressure is on. Game time is on. Kaya is currently in the top of the table, but they have the advantage of having 2 games, and now they're about to make it 3 games ahead of the competition. If they really want to keep that championship in their side, they have to make every game count, including games against Tuloy FC. But on the other side of the field, Tuloy FC has been looking to threaten those who really underestimate them. And so far, Kaya has been victims to being overestimated. But this time, the story is about to turn into reality here. Tasha, what do you think Kaya must do in order to overcome this challenge?
Well, for Kaya FC, have to remain focused, not take any game lightly, most especially going against the likes of Tuloy. Couple of changes for Tuloy in the back line. As we've mentioned, Toves gets the start. Marcos Toves, their first foreign signing for the side of Tuloy FC. He will be starting alongside South in the center back role, and until you will play a crucial role as well defensively. They have to stay intact for the side of Tuloy and minimize the errors. KFC, especially in their recent games, have been scoring a lot of goals and capitalizing on errors of opposing teams. So let's see how this match will pan out. The number 1 on the table at the moment, Kaya FC, taking on number 8, Tuloy FC.
Well, we are just moments away from kickoff here. We are just waiting for John Mike Basinag to blow that whistle. Checking for everything if it is ready. Just getting the timing off. And we have kickoff here at the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium. This afternoon, we have Kaya FC in the black taking on Tuloy in the whites. And they are the defending champions against one of the newcomers in the PFL. Mazaki there looking for some movement, and he finds them.
See these 2 players, Maluman Soko and Yamazaki. Integral pillars for the side of Kaya FC. I think that Maluman Soko is such a fantastic signing for them, especially in the matchup against Maharlika when he got his first start. Trial by fire, able to deliver a win for Kaya.
And right off, they are already looking for that exploit down that right side. Kaya has the ball right now. Looking, Zambrano was this with a poor execution there. Tuloy looking to capitalize, but they want to calm things down first. Zola, that was a poor pass there, and Kaya can capitalize. Del Rosario on that right flank, looking for a way to put it in the box. Wants to go to Menzi. Menzi now looking ahead. Ooh, and drives the ball in, looking for someone to pass it inside the box. Takes it himself. But that was just too far an effort. Menzi now. That was just from long range. That was a little bit too early, but still a good chance nonetheless.
That was a closer look at Coach Yu Hoshida, head coach for Kaya FC. When you think of the Academy of Tuloy and their men's team, their head coach, Takatomo Suzuki, also a Japanese. So both teams with the Japanese influence to the way that they play. So both styles will definitely be tested.
And like what you said, there really is some specific flavor to how Tuloy plays. And you could really see how closely knit the team goes. They try to get that ball at their earliest. Those beautiful passes right there. But Kaya, looking that they've read it well and have intercepted Del Rosario now. Down to the midfield, Yamazaki. Ooh, that was a poor pass from him. And Tuloy wants to counterattack if they can do it quickly. But Kaya doesn't want them. Ball is still with the men in white. Tuloy just looking for a way, a path to thread that ball through. Looks like they might find one here. Long pass from the back into the front. Trying to find Halike there. Kaya getting the better of them this time around. They just want to get that ball forward. Yamazaki again, the go-to, the playmaker here to find those spaces that they can exploit. Kaya shifting play to the opposite flank. Aki, or pass, almost recovered. Kaya has it back, and they might have an opportunity here, but Betty couldn't get to it fast enough. Antico with the quick hands. Now is a challenge coming from Tuloy. Ooh, that was good movement there on the left by Lupago. But that pass was thwarted. Del Rosario quick to the reaction. Menzi now has it.
Take a look at the position as well of Kaishu Yamazaki. During the whole first round, he did play that center back role. Now being deployed again in that center midfield role with the signing of their two center backs.
That was good right there. And you know, the shifting movement from that player, he could really control the space. It's really necessary for them to do so. But right now they have another opportunity. The first corner of this afternoon, this triple header, looks like Shuko Komaki would be taking the delivery responsibilities here. It goes up high and headed. Ooh, but that was so close. Malumansoko with that header. He's got a lot of height and he has a lot of aggression.
Tuloy were very lucky not to concede on that occasion. The corner going far post, the keeper caught in no man's land, but Malumansoko couldn't keep the header on target.
And now they try again. Kaya still shifting on that left side. They have Komaki, but he was dispossessed. Ball goes out for a throw. Kaya to continue with the pressure. Still looking for a way to thread that needle. Kaya with Melissa in a foot race. He wasn't going to get there. Ran into a little traffic on that left side there, and now the opportunity to counter thwarted really quick. Kaya shutting down the avenue and opening up on their own. That was a timely clearance there by the defender. They still have to get some momentum going. Lucas Del Rosario straight into the keeper, but he fumbles. Really close. That they can get away now, and looks like they could be in with a counter. Lupango on that left side now, trying to drop that ball. That was so close.
A fantastic save by Patrick Dato. Quick reaction. Miscommunication in the back for Kaya FC, and could have been trouble.
And here comes some trouble there. Komaki wants to take it on his lonesome and almost did it, but Antigo had other plans. Kaya back again. Bedic looking for that pass. Two-man up him. And he goes down, but the referee's not interested with that.
And an equally great save by Antilio. He makes himself big, covering up that space. This game could easily have been 1-1 in the first 6 minutes of this matchup, with Tuloy having the best chance of the game so far.
That was the closest that they have, and it would have been a surprise. They're getting that ball, and now it's back into the back line. Back to their new signing. Maki still shifting that on that left side. And back to Zambrano, who wants to take it. Makes a pass. He finds Lucas unguarded. Del Rosario with an opportunity there to tally one.
And what a pass from Zambrano. finding Del Rosario open on that right-hand side. He had the time and space. Took his chances, but he couldn't keep the shot on target. Tried to go for power near post, ended up hitting the side netting.
But there was really nobody running after him, so that has given him a lot of time. And now they are back on the attack. Tuloy, again with the neat passing that they do. Good clearance there by Menzi. Just goes all the way back to the keeper, who wants to restart an attack quickly for Tuloy. Zola, that was a mistimed pass, and Kaya could have a chance here, but well recovered by the defense. Cyril Saud couldn't get to that ball quick enough there. But Kaya has been on the receiving end of such pressure early on. Moves it forward. Yamazaki lays it off. Kaya's just waiting for an opportunity here to get Tuloy the surprise. Ooh, that was a good one there. Menzi has it back. They restart. Ooh, Del Rosario and Menzi got dispossessed there. Rizola keeps the ball for his team. And Alike, with 7 goals to him, wanted to have that 8th. But that was not it.
Alike saw that data was high. Tried to go for a goal. We saw Army score a goal like that. Just couldn't get that height on it. But Tuloy really giving Kaya a run for their money.
Right now, Kaya has to be a bit more decisive if they don't want to be taken by surprise here.
I feel like Kaya have had 2 great chances already inside the box. Weren't clinical with the chances.
Ooh, that one could have been it. Komaki trying to find Ray inside that box, but Dilo was just waiting for that. Kaya still trying the same avenue here. Perhaps they could find another opportunity to pounce. They look for Del Rosario on the right. Good shift of play there.
Zambrano with the pinpoint deliveries. Finding Del Rosario on the right. Good close down from Tuloy.
Another chance here, delivery into the box. And it fell unkindly to them. Kaya has a chance. Good recovery from Tuloy, and now they want to go off to the races. Nunez couldn't keep it. Looks like they do. Tuloy still has it. Moving on that right side now. They want to see where they could go with it. It only goes outside the touchline though. Kaya again, looking for that pinpoint delivery from the back, and they are looking for Komaki. They find him. No, they don't.
Another chance for a corner opportunity for Kaya FC. They do have the advantage. They do have tall players with the likes of Malumansoko, Yamazaki. Let's see how Tuloy deal with this corner.
Easier said than done. Here it comes. Up high. Headed almost. Kaya with another chance. And it almost went in. Ooh. Fingertip save right there by Antilo, but it wasn't clean enough.
And Antilio has been on fire with those saves. Quick reactions. Making sure it's 0-0. Keeping this game so close. Again, Kaya looking so dangerous on those corner opportunities.
But that's the thing. Looking dangerous and really taking the chances is two different things. And Tuloy is just looking to pile on the pressure while they still haven't. There's an opportunity. The defense just needs to. Ooh! If Patrick Dato hadn't been there, that could have been one for Tuloy.
And goalkeeping heroics have been put on full display, whether it's Antilio or Dato on this left side. So Lupango going for that near post, forcing a save from Dato.
And where was the defense there? You could see that there was just that open space, and it was really quick thinking from Dato. Now they have a corner to defend, delivered not high enough, but it still lands right in the box. To the feet of Zambrano, who's trying to play it out. Playing with a little bit of danger there. And Tuloy could make them pay with that. Delivery! So close, that one. Wow, and you could see his hands on his head. Cyril Saut, he knows that that could have been an opportunity for the taking.
Kaya playing with fire there, not quickly disposing of the ball or finding that pass. Zambrano with pressure on him. Tuloy able to win that ball back in the attacking third. Proving that they are just as dangerous. It's been such an open game.
And you know, if you're not supporting either team, this is certainly one game that you'd like to watch as a neutral. But Kaya certainly wants to tip it into their favor. Melisa trying to pass it back to Komaki. That was poor communication from the two. Kaya here to clean up from the defense. And there we go. One of their new signings, Toyota, taking a few touches on that ball. Let's see. Goes back to his counterpart. Maki still can't thread the needle through. Alu Mansoko back to Yamazaki, still looking for that space. Menzi shifts to the right now. It is with Del Rosario, and that was a poorly timed pass. And now they're in danger again. Kaya is just giving these opportunities away. That was a foul there on the number 10, Nunez.
Menzi just making that foul on Nunez. He knows how Tuloy, especially in the first 15 minutes, how quick they are on that transition. Forces the foul to slow down the game.
And if you really are just a neutral looking for football, I think this is a really nice identity to have, that quick transition from defense to attack. You could give any team a run for their money. But they cannot afford to make mistakes like this. Joven Bedic with the closest of margins there, just trying to take it from a sleeping Siron Saut.
That easily could have gone from bad to worse. But Saut still able to get the toe poke to it first to just send that one out. Another corner in favor of Kaya FC. This is where they have been most dangerous.
And that is the danger that you were looking for right there. Quite a spectacular goal by Del Rosario, making that forward leap. Let's have a look at that again.
That was a well-timed cross from Zambrano. It was pinpoint delivery inside the box. The run of Lucas Del Rosario. And Tuloy FC called ball watching at that moment. Del Rosario headed that at the back of the net.
And you could really see Siren South hesitating there. He could have taken the lead first.
We saw it in the first two corners as well that Kaya had man marking and dealing with corners has been a trouble for the side of Tuloy.
Now they're looking to respond, but Kaya wants to double up early here. Although Bedic thought he was offside, didn't want to interfere with play. That was called anyways for a foul, and Kaya has a chance to perhaps poke the hive again.
Not good signs. Martini Ray down on the pitch, taking a while to get back up. Closer look again at Lucas Del Rosario. Opening goal from him. Care of a corner opportunity that went Kaya's way. For that goal, it's been back-to-back. Anyone could really have taken the lead. But deadly from the corner, and it's 1-0 in favor of Kaya.
And that's where the experience really comes from here, with Kaya getting a little bit more comfortable under pressure, and you could see that they could make or break teams like that. And now they have another opportunity here with John Meliza wanting to send that ball into the box. But again, it just went past everyone, and it just goes back to Tuloy for another goal kick.
You're wondering what was on Meliza's mind. As that ball really just truly went far left.
Right now, it's Tuloy who wants to have that response here. If they want to keep their head in this game, they have to have a response before the end of the first. Making that movement to the left. Lupangon has it now. Goes back to Grizola. That delivery up front. And that was just late from Cyril South to make the run. Ball goes out. Goal kick for Kaya. Now you could see that Kaya is no longer in such a hurry now that they have established themselves as the team in the ascendancy. But one goal more often than not is not enough.
It's a very slim lead and margin, especially with the way that Tuloy have been playing. Far from safe.
They're looking to double the tally here, looking for those quick movements, but you can see that Yamazaki almost had a miscue there. It's good that no one else reacted quicker than him.
Interesting to see Janjan Meliza playing that left back position, attacking left back. Not usually a position that you see him in.
Well, he has not been making a lot of the runs, that is for certain. But again, we have Kaya has a multitude of players that can do the running for them. Good delivery, but not good enough. Kaya still has to keep it in, and they managed to. Menzi tried to get through the two defenders unsuccessfully. Tuloy wants to counter. They have to counter now. No can do, says Kaya. Ray. Good simple pass to Bedic. Bedic's shot was blocked. Another player on the ground here. That's the on your screen is Bedic, who tried to do that shot. But then on that right side, you can see a Tuloy player down. That's Grizola there.
Grizola was just on the receiving end of the challenge alongside Menzi.
And you know, when physicality is the question here, you don't really expect Tuloy to be the more physical of the two teams. But you can always look worse from where in those kinds of 50-50 collisions.
Despite, of course, the height advantage of Kaya, Tuloy is still showing a lot of grit, a lot of heart. Just maximizing their technical ability, making do with what they can.
Shooting in with the corner. Good reaction there from the defense, but they still need to clear it. Ooh, and Kaya could not take advantage of that. Kumaki wants to put it down Zambrano's path. It was nowhere near him. Throw in now for Tuloy with another opportunity to keep it going. Tuloy has certainly been making those nice and low passes. They're not really a fan of the long ball techniques, but Kaya could have a chance here. Kumaki wants to get some space. Lays it off to Melisa. Melisa back to Kumaki. Kumaki now wants to drive it in, looking for someone. Oh, he takes the shot, and straight to Antilo it goes.
Ball eventually goes directly to Antilio. Easy pickup for him.
Lays it off. Good move there to Mendy, but Mendy still has to deliver. And he does not. That was a good reaction from Gizola. Antilio clears, but not good enough there. Alike loses it, and now Kaya is right back on it.
That was good work from Zambrano. Able to win back possession for Kaya. Those midfield battles really play such an important role, creating those attacks.
Wow, look at the shot stats on screen right there. 14 to Kaya against the 3 of Tuloy.
You have to give it to Tuloy. Those 3 were all deadly attacks, forcing Patrick Dato to make those saves. 14 shots for Kaya, only able to convert 1. And only forcing 2 or 3 saves from Antilio.
It looks like for now, it's quantity is working against quality. But for how long? They have another chance. Kaya wants it, but straight into the glove of Antilio with that save. Upango lays it off. Good job from him. Now looking for someone to pass. Gamboa makes that pass, but they need one more. Cyril South makes a pass there, but they lose it right at the critical point, and Kaya can counter.
That was a crucial slide from John Melisa.
That was as close as they could get to a 5th attempt right there. But still, they are looking, and they haven't really changed the way that they're delivering the ball into the box. Bago. Back to Grizola, resetting. They almost got it away, but they still have that ball. Toves, the new signing, trying to put it diagonally on that flank. But you can see the experience of Melisa just keeping that ball out of harm's way.
Melisa just ushering the ball out.
Now Kaya comes again, looking for ways to really calm this crowd down, because you could hear, or you could really feel that the pressure is on Kaya right now to not fumble it on defense.
When you look on paper, of course, it's number 1 versus number 8. But games aren't played on paper.
Kumaki wants to change that. Ooh, Del Rosario hesitated there. And now Tuloy could be away. They are looking for that pass. Mpango passes it. Looking for someone in the middle now. They found one. Alike couldn't get to it quick enough, but they still have that ball. Tuloy just needs to keep moving forward. Good pass to Saud, but great reaction there coming from Toyota. Danger averted temporarily for another corner now.
See how fluid Tuloy can be, most especially in open play, finding the passes, being able to thread the needle. Toyota gets a touch to it, but it's a corner for Tuloy.
They might be thinking of taking it low. They are a little bit realistic when it comes to their own expectations in height. You'll never know. One good delivery can change that. Still on the left. Looking to thread the needle there. Saud needs to find a good pass into the box. Almost finds a teammate there, but they still have it. Pressure's on! Nunez trying to take it himself.
And that was a phenomenal corner play delivery from Tuloy. And the more you watch them play, you just can't help but become a fan of the way that they play, the way that they bring the ball around. They don't have those tall players. They didn't go direct. They played it short, took the players 1v1, 2v2, found the spaces in between. And the movement just so natural. They know exactly where their teammates are going to make their runs. The last ball just not on target. It skied over. But the play to get there, the intricate passing, a lot to grow from Tuloy.
The job goes back to Antilla's hands again to keep the momentum on their side. But you are so right when it comes to the fluidity of their game. You really love to see that kind of passing game. It makes me think that maybe they need a little more time in the top flight, and their confidence, their ability to finish would certainly improve. Ooh. That was a foul being called on Manzico.
Malumansoko, that was a foul on him, challenging Cyril South. He's been such a thorn in this matchup, Cyril South. Coming from, of course, they also have high confidence, this Tuloy team, coming from back-to-back wins. South scoring 3 goals in the last 2 games.
Well, that one was anticlimactic coming from the free kick. That was a gimme, and it just flew past everybody, including their own attackers. Kaya now just restarting the attack here. Ali Manzoko trying to bring it forward from the back. And Toyota. Let's see. Still keeping that ball between the 3. As they gradually push the line up. Everybody now is on the half of Tuloy, looking to perhaps find a way through. Zambrano to Menzi, and now they shift gears. Kaya looking for that quick one there. Zambrano right down the middle, long pass, not quite. And Tuloy wants a counter, but Bedic just keeps that from happening. Now it's Tuloy's turn for that build-up. Ball goes back to Antillo. Trying to get the Kaya defense out of shape. Key pass into the front. Ooh, and still Tuloy just continues to hang on to this ball. Kaya wants to take it back. You can see that they are trying to press it hard. But there just seems to be an extra spring in the step of Tuloy right now.
Ball eventually goes Kaya's way. You could tell Komaki initiating the high press. And the technical ability of Antillo. And that backline, Nunez also was put on display, able to get away from the press.
Could be away with that. Ooh, and Antillo drops it, but that was a good clearance. And it could be an opportunity. Oh, but it was denied by their new signing, Malumanzoko. Kaya in the box. Looking for that delivery. Komaki could not. But they have a second chance. Zambrano. Komaki lays it off to Zambrano, who will find someone in the middle. Unsuccessfully. And it's been cleared, but Kaya just gets it, and they have the pressure.
Kaya have been trying wave after wave of attack coming in from that left flank. They've been trying to get that cut back pass inside the box. But Tuloy had the numbers inside, blocking it every time, not able to connect with their attacking players.
Now the pressure is on the league leaders and the defending champions to make this count. They have been on the receiving end of relentless pressure coming from Tuloy. And in it goes. It floats into a white shirt, but the clearance was not enough. They still have it. Kaya via Zambrano. And Zambrano opts to restart everything. Gets it back to Komaki. Way back in the half line. To the box. Could the shot come off? Not quite. And the referee has called offside. Malumanzoko was really close to pulling the trigger there.
You know, the left side has been the stronger attacking end for Kaya. Zambrano finding the pass to Komaki on the left. But so far, disciplined and organized defending from Tuloy. The only time Kaya been able to capitalize was from a corner opportunity. But in open play, it's been very even.
Tuloy has been doing quite enough to keep a rampaging team at bay, and right now they want to knock on those doors one more time. Left side they go. Long diagonal ball into the middle. Alike tries to get it away, waiting for that pass. Almost finds Lupango. Clearance by Kaya, but Tuloy keeps it in play. And they might have an opportunity. But that one was offside. But even then, had it been onside, looks like Dato has been all over it. Now Kaya wants to take advantage while most of the players haven't returned. Shoot to Komaki, right ahead, lays it off to Ray. And straight into the gloves of Antillo it goes.
You think that everything was going right, everything but that final pass. That was quick work from Kaya for that counter attack. Well, Tuloy didn't have the numbers down.
Another opportunity for Kaya. This time trying to go that long route while Antillo was out of position, but the accuracy was not there for him.
And you'd feel that 37 minutes in, Kaya with the slightest of leads. They have been the more dominant team. More attacks, more chances.
Well, that is true. Tuloy certainly hasn't taken it lying down, and here they go again. Alike trying to outplay, and he manages to get away pass into that opposite side. It goes. But where the ball bounces, straight into Malumansoko. You could feel that Kaya really has been putting a lot of pressure with the possession, but every time that Tuloy manages to break through the final attacking third, it kind of races your heart, especially if you're a Kaya fan. Ooh, and Komaki there skips the challenge, tries to get that pass, succeeds, but the final shot by Ray unsuccessful, and the secondary shot will go offside. Bedic was not in the position to take that.
And you'd feel that Bedic was very lucky that that was called offside right in front of goal. The keeper is down. You have to put that in the back of the net. Then again, the play was already offside. Again, it was Kaya that been on that attacking end from the left, the build-up from the left, looking for those spaces in between. Found Ray. He took his shot, forcing a save from Antilio. And as you mentioned earlier, yes, when Tuloy are on the attack, it puts you at the edge of your seat.
Ooh, that could have been another opportunity there, but looks like it has been preserved by Lupango. He just wants to drive it in. Finds Alike, takes the shot, but that was not the cleanest of shots this time around. It will just go out as another goal kick.
Kaya's backline have to continue to stay sharp. You feel that any mistake from Kaya could lead as well to a goal for Tuloy. Kaya have been constantly knocking on the doors on the attack as well. It's been such a great first half matchup. And Tuloy with an average squad age of 20 years old. You feel that the sky is the limit for these young players.
If they keep playing against the very best that the Philippines has to offer, they might as well be the very best when they reach their prime. But right now, Tuloy has another opportunity to keep this ball running. Good long throw there. Trying to look for the forward up front, but Halike was well blocked. Kaya could retry. One more. Ray dispossessed down the middle. Alike determined to keep that in, and he does. Now to the foot race. Melisa is quick. But Diaz seemed just as fast. And now they still keep the ball. Lupango. Ooh! He was taking the ground, but the referee is not interested there. Shot! And that was spectacular save from a spectacular shot coming from Nunez to Dato. Game is not over yet. Hold on to your seat because Kaya wants it back now. And they have an opportunity to counter, but that was quickly thwarted. And now it fizzles out for a throw.
Tuloy FC forcing save after save from Dato. They're very much in this matchup. The build-up has been fantastic, especially on that left side.
And I was kind of expecting Melisa to dominate the foot race there, but wow, that was so quick by Diaz. Now Kaya wants to take this initiative here. Shuto Komaki was delayed in that message. Back it goes. Diaz could not keep it in this time. Kaya just wants to keep it within their own power, slowing the game down and waiting for the opportunity to shift gears. Rosario. And it comes. They shift gears again. Menzi tries to lay it inside the box. But this time well read. And like what you said, open play has been difficult for Kaya this afternoon.
Menzi saw that run, but the pass was just too slow.
And now in they come with Diaz on that right, looking for a pass. Gamboa threading the needle there right down the middle. And you thought Kaya has it, but no, Diaz still keeps it for his team. And now Tuloy just laying around, passing it around, seeing if they could find someone up front. Poor touch there coming from Cyril Saud. And that one could have opened them up. But now Kaya wants to take advantage while most of the players are still out of position. Tuloy hurrying back. Ray couldn't pass the ball fast enough, and now Tuloy is back in position here.
That was good work from Lopango to close down, double up, slow it down again, get the players back in line at the back for Tuloy.
Zambrano wants to shift gear. Ray on the right side this time, but well read by the defense to just clip that ball. And now Kaya is finding it really difficult, as every avenue they've tried so far has been closed down by a relentless defense. It's really the type of attack that you really cannot just nilly-willy leave your defense unattended here for Kaya, because I feel that Tuloy can make you pay.
There will be a minimum of 1 minute of added time.
That was quick. I didn't even notice that it's already 45 minutes with an end-to-end action like this.
And it's a good opportunity for Kaya at the moment to take advantage of the set piece. This is where they have been dominant in the game.
Zambranos now. Ooh, that was a good delivery. And it was in! And the flag stays down, and it is. And looks like it will be credited to their new signing, Malu Manzoko.
From open play, it hasn't been all that great for Kaya FC. But on set piece opportunities, the second ball fell perfectly for Malu Manzoko, who continued on his run down that far end. Went through the legs of Del Rosario, finding Malu Manzoko, who just ushers that to the back of the net, making it 2-0 right before halftime.
Player number 4.
And as a coach, this is exactly what you want to see. I'm pretty sure that the halftime talks between the two teams would be so different in the locker room. And that, I believe, is it. The first half is now down in the books. It has been a 2-0 game, but don't let that scoreline fool you. It has been end-to-end. Kaya and Tuloy has been juking it out. But so far, we will have to take a breather here. Kaya leads 2-0. We'll be right back with you. Welcome back to the Rizal Memorial Football Stadium for the first game of our triple header this Sunday. Kaya FC Iloilo leads Tuloy FC 2-0. But it is in no way, shape, or form a dominant game for Kaya.
It's been back-to-back action all throughout that first half. Chances from the left and the right. This was the closest one that Tuloy opened the game with, forcing a goal line save from Patrick Dato. until you're able to close that gap as well.
So far, opportunity after opportunity came the way of Kaya, but it's still the quality of those opportunities that have landed Tuloy's way. But this was the one, the opening goal, where they found an opportunity for that cross. Then a few more tries. They have tried again to challenge Antilio to no success.
That's right, until you had his fair share of saves as well. That opening goal, that was a cross from Zambrano, finding on Del Rosario. He just made that run to it. Only want to make that header. Another delivery from Zambrano. This time around, finding Malumansoko to get that second goal. The cushion that they needed. In open play, it's been back and forth action for both teams. But the set-piece deliveries and being able to turn them into goals is what put Kaya up above at halftime. 56% possession. They've had 23 shots, 16 on target, 5 corners, able to convert once from a corner and one from a set-piece opportunity. And for the side of Tuloy, 44% possession, 7 shots, 3 on target, 2 corners. And despite the numerical difference in terms of the chances created and the moments that Kaya have saw themselves in the attacking third, every time Tuloy was on the opposite end, they were equally dangerous as well, which has made it such an exciting and vibrant first half here for our first game, first of 3 games here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium.
Well, so far, looks like Kaya has finally brought out their big guns. I see Mike Ott stepping into the plate here. Esso as well. You know, when these names come up, they usually go up against the top of the top. And Kaya has been struggling to really show their dominance, becoming of a first placer right now. So they really need to beef up the firepower. And can Tuloy take it? Well, kickoff has happened now, so they have made the substitutions. They have now put the gamble in. Triple substitution coming from Kaya, Esso, Mirbach, and Ott. And so far, this all adds up to their raging firepower. Ilo. From the play goes, and Kaya now adding up that pressure. See with the throw. Kumaki, good pass to Zambrano. That's Mike Ott rather. But the cross cleared away, and now Tuloy has a chance to move it forward themselves.
And it was a quick start from the get-go for the side of Kaya. And one change for Tuloy.
Well, from the looks of it here, Kaya has really turned into serious mode here. So shifts the play to Melisa, back to his favorite position, I think. Cross into the box. That was a 50-50 there, but Tuloy comes out on top. Yano looking for that pass. Looking for South. He finds him with some space on that left side, but it was easily closed down by the Kaya defense. Kaya could be back on the counter though. Melisa trying to lay it off to his forward. And now we are back to end again.
A better start for the second half for the side of Kaya. Made all attacking changes. Mirbach, who has scored back-to-back hat-tricks in his first 2 outings for Kaya FC. Mike Ott as well is introduced to the game. He is their top scorer and has made the most number of assists for Kaya.
Threatened the air off the crossbar, but not enough to tip it their way. They are already leading 2-0, but that was the introduction of Mirbach in his first attempt. Kaya now don't want to let off of the pressure. They are keeping the pedal to the metal here. Maki lays it off to Zambrano. Zambrano trying to get to Mirbach. Easily intercepted, but Tuloy still needs to get it away. Kaya regains possession, and they keep on adding that pressure. Mirbach on the left side, looking for that cross and finds no one except the other edge of the box.
There's a different spring and a sense of urgency to Kaya FC as how they've started the second half. Because even though they were up 2-0 against Tuloy in that first half, you best believe it that Coach Yoshida was not exactly happy with the performance that they displayed.
Well, Tuloy now opting to just play it out from the back. They still don't want to let go of their principle in keeping that ball low and keep the passes short. Tuloy still has a chance here. They want to keep that ball going. That could be a good one here. Some space up front for Tuloy. Need to put it into the box. An opportunity to strike! And they get one back! That was a quick of a snapshot right there. Ooh, but at what cost? That's number 17 on the ground, John Lloyd Halike, their top scorer. Denmark Urakoy, the substitute.
That was a great ball from that left-hand side. It all started from Sao to Lupango on the left. He gets the cross in. And you feel that Urakoy had all the time and the space. Ball was given to him and perfectly puts the dagger, getting a goal back. That was their only time that they were on attack, and they were so clinical. And what a key substitution for the side of Tuloy FC. He came in for Gamboa. And that's exactly what you want from your players that come off the bench to instantly impact the matchup, to be game changers. And that's exactly what Urakoy did. It felt like it was his first touch, and his first touch turned to magic, a goal for Tuloy FC.
Wow, and you know, that was really what they were looking for, that little injection. And you've seen the time, the space, but right now, looking at the field, one of the critical players who's added to it, John Lloyd Halike, is now being stretchered off. That is definitely not a sight to see. Now look at the replay here, having so much time and space. Urakoy just was left on his lonesome there.
And you break it down to all three parts. It started with Toyota closing down South, but South got away from it, able to pass it to Lupango. Angel is also playing that right back, not his natural position. Lupango gets the better of him. The cross inside, there was only one player there, and you felt that Menzi was so close to Malumansoko, leaving Urakoy so free on that left side. And eventually able to convert.
Now looks like the job is not yet done for Tuloy if they want to mount the comeback of the season, because if ever a comeback happens, this is it for them. Then Antilo needs to do everything he can to keep it at 2. Ball goes out, and it will be a corner. Kaya has shown their venom in set-piece deliveries like this. Skipper John Melisa tasked with putting that ball in a dangerous spot for the team in black. And there it goes, it flies. And you saw Mike Ott was closest to it, but it just skips past everybody. Right now it'll be another sigh of relief for Antilo and his defenders.
What a way to start the second half for Tuloy FC. Getting a goal so quickly. They had to diffuse a lot of the attacking pressure that Kaya initiated once the whistle started in the second half. But their only chance, and they were able to turn it around.
Like what we said earlier, quality versus quantity here. And that was the quality of the highest order in our domestic. But Kaya now wants to apply the pressure. And they failed to do so here. A counterattack coming from Tuloy. Great interception. But Esso and company gets it back for Kaya. Ball is being fought over in midfield here. Kaya is not getting the ball into the final attacking third as easily as they thought it would be. Shifting movement. Eric Esso, Menzi. Shuto Komaki right down the edge. Beliza wants to take it. And a shot there, but Antilo was ready. Ott denied his first shot. And a foul called by the referee. Have a look at this one.
Melisa kept that in play to find Ray. Ott able to turn, take a shot directly at the keeper. Antilio was close to range but still had to make the save.
Is replaced by player number 58, Kent Talam.
And now that the substitution happened, so that means that Tuloy was playing with just 10 men and still Kaya could not capitalize. That was at least 5 minutes of just being one man up.
And now the substitution has been made for Tuloy. Alika's day is done, and you hope that it's nothing serious. Kent Talam, a coach turned a player for the side of Tuloy, who's added on in this window.
I wonder how that would change the mechanics of Tuloy's attack. Speaking of attack, that ball just goes straight into the gloves of Antilo. Menzi couldn't find a teammate, and Tuloy couldn't seem to keep it in within range.
You could feel the confidence building up for the side of Tuloy as well. It's keeping the scoreline so close, 2-1.
With this kind of trajectory going, perhaps by the third round, they'd even have more exposure and experience. But here comes Kaya with Murbach, well blocked by the defense. And now Tuloy has a way to move forward. Goal scorer Urakoy there, being hounded down by his fellow number 14. Cipriano, or Capistrano rather, keeps it. And now they are controlling the pace here. Siron South just taking his time and waiting for the openings to show themselves. Rakoy, long pass into the middle. Gets to a Kaya defender instead. Menzi now making that run, looking for that space to thread the ball through. But opts to take control of the pace instead. Long pass from the center back. Up to Komaki. Lays it in for Ott. Ott makes that third pass. Doesn't connect. But Ott takes it back in a dangerous spot. Getting through everyone, including the keeper. And they restore the 2-goal parity.
Individual brilliance from Mike Ott to put the cushion for Kaya FC. Finally able to get a goal from open play. He gets the cross in, wasn't fully cleared out. Capitalized capitalizing on an errant back pass to one of the defenders.
Iloilo.
Gets to it first.
By player number
Out
5.
dribbles 3 defenders. No one fully closing him down. And with the tightest of angles, the tightest of space, my God, still able to bury it at the back of the net, making it 3 goals for Kaya FC.
There is just this quality that you get from a national team player in my God. And here he comes again. And that was really close to putting a 3-goal deficit here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Tuloy has just awoken the Tiger with that goal.
My God, also currently the top scorer for Kaya FC with that goal. He has 10 goals to his name. 8 assists and 10 goals. Fantastic numbers. When you talk about national team caliber as well, for the side of Tuloy FC, they've also produced youth national team players playing in this matchup today. The likes of Nunez, Diaz, Cyril South, and Halike have all played for the U20 national team, the U23 youth development team. And so despite their young age, already exposed to such high-level football.
Antilo just taking that one. And yeah, when it comes to the national team experience, these young boys still have a long way to go to get to seniors here. But we know that they are top class of their own as well. And they are now just hanging on to that ball. The defense trying to calm things down, looking for that long pass. They have started to make some varying passes here, but Kaya reads that well. They take it back. Martini Ray with the pass. My God. Ooh, and straight into Mirbach, but well defended.
That was well read by Antilio, getting to it first. Janjan Melisa also playing his more natural role as an attacking player, and was able to quickly win that ball in transition and create the attack.
Looks like the experiment time is over for Yu Oshide. Ooh, that one for a foul. And Kaya has another opportunity right there. Eso takes it quickly. And Kaya wants to take it in while it's still disorganized, this defense. Komaki couldn't do it. And Antilio keeps that ball in and keeps it going for his team. Rakoy, that was almost a miscued pass. Well recovered there.
And you feel that for both teams, Kaya and Tuloy, the number of games, the shorter rest times have really gotten to them as well. So many players not playing in this matchup today. Substitute list at the minimal for both squads.
On the screen earlier, the number 58, substitute Kent Talam. He does appear taller than most of his Tuloy teammates there. Perhaps a threat in the air. But Kaya certainly wants to add some more to this while they can. But not through that method. That was a poor cross coming.
Cross from Komaki on that left flank. Haven't had the best of games today.
Menzi wants to give it another try on that favored left side. Ooh, that was a block pass as well. Now Tuloy wants to get away. Komaki tries to get that interception and gets it for his team. Still in the box, that ball goes. Well defended by Tuloy, and now they could have a counter here if they have the space.
It's 4v3 on the counter.
Trying to ask the difficult question there for the substitute, Denmark Urakoy.
Kaya able to deal with the attack. quickly keep possession up on top. Well read by Siron South.
South manages to really just take that ball, and you thought that Mike Ott was about to take possession of that. "63 minutes in this game, and although the score shows 3-1, it is far from a well-dominated match. Well, so far, Kaya has started to bear their fangs after conceding that one goal. But every time Tuloy gets an opportunity to move forward, there is still some doubt in your heart about what they can do.
Good double up again defensively. They know that Komaki is one of the danger men for the side of Kaya FC. The likes of Capistrano, Diaz, doing well to close him down.
Ooh! Oh, and now it is falling apart for Tuloy. I think that would be closer to an own goal.
Martini Ray gets the goal for Kaya FC. Again, proving so and so. The weakness exploited to a full extent. Corner opportunities, Martini Ray takes it. That was goal bound, but the deflection of the header of the defender made it hard for Antilio to be able to get his hands to it. He had it covered, but just the lack of awareness at the back there, at the positioning. You could feel maybe that's just tired legs. Kaya FC slowly running them down. But another corner opportunity. And another goal for Kaya FC.
Kaya has now started to flex their muscle here. Perhaps the untimely exit of John Lloyd Halike has also contributed to the fact that their attacks have started to dull out a little bit.
In favor of Kaya FC Iloilo.
So I believe that it was Marcos Toves.
But you'd feel that that should be credited for Martini Ray, because if you saw where the direction of the ball was going, it was still headed goal bound. The header, of course, just made it easier for it to find the back of the net.
Well, here they come yet again, and now, unlike the Tuloy of 20-30 minutes ago, it's now a little bit more panicky in the back line. A damper in their confidence to step up with the Giants here.
KFC now with a 3-goal lead. Scored a 2 in the first half and scored a 2 so far in the second. A lot of time to still be played. And a rocket of a shot from Mike Ott. A lot of power, just couldn't keep it on target.
And now it looks like Kaya is starting to have fun. So they are certainly now pushing more opportunities for goals here. Ooh, and that was another one there. And the floodgates have truly and well been opened. Julius Alexander Murbach, the newer signing, one of the new faces, and now Kaya's new top weapon.
Back-to-back goals for Kaya FC. What an assist from Mike Ott, setting it up perfectly for Julius Mirbach,
Number 17,
who blasted that one.
Mirbach.
It was a fantastic finish, a striker's finish. And now the floodgates definitely have opened in this matchup.
That was beautifully taken, a volley of the highest level. What an injection to this Kaya team that player is. Now here he comes again, Murbach, but this time dispossessed by Marcos Toves.
Julius Murbach. 3 goals in 3 games and 7 goals already.
Ooh.
And Mike Ott adds another one for Kaya FC Iloilo.
Yeah, and so far right now it's been starting to show the cracks, and now they have really opened up themselves to a relentless Kaya after bringing out the big guns. Have a look at this one, Tasha.
What a pass from Eso to find Mike Ott.
Kaya FC Iloilo.
Fantastic finish from him as well, in between the 2 defenders. It's a hard angle, but still, Mike Ott again favoring those near post finishes. 3 goals in 5 minutes. And Tuloy FC, who did so well, you'd feel, in the first 60 minutes, scoring the first goal in the second half, just haven't found their spring back.
Yeah, and I think that spring had a name in John Lloyd Halike there. They really have lost a lot after putting him out of commission there. And right now, Tuloy, the defense is crumbling. Confidence is, you would really say confidence is one of the things that a defender has aside from his physical ability. And right now, they have completely lost track of that.
Feel Kaya, who took a while to really warm up, to get their juices flowing in open play, have now found their rhythm. Able to find the cracks in between. Tuloy giving Kaya that space that they didn't in that first half. There was so much more tighter defensively. And when you give the players like Julius Murbach, Mike Ott, the space to take a shot, you know that they can find the back of the net. Again, these 2 players didn't play in the first half. It was a heavily rotated squad on the attack. But the second half, a different story, bringing out the big guns.
First, we really thought that this game was going to be somewhat closer in the balance end-to-end stuff, but we have really not factored in that the big guns have been resting, and they are resting no more. But at the same time, these big guns are having so much fun at the expense of Tuloy. Murbach again, and it bounces off a defender.
But you felt at the moment the substitutes came on for the side of Kaya FC, Murbach, Ott, Eso, and of course Melissa playing that attacking position. They were hungry to score goals.
They really wanted to deliver the message that, sure, rotation is a real thing, but at the same time, winning is still the #1 goal. And Melissa now with another chance to put this ball in. They've been excelling from set pieces. Here it comes. Looks crowded to me. Murbach got a touch to it, but he was not in a position to shoot.
And the score line at the moment, exactly the same as the first round when Tuloy FC and Kaya went up against each other. It was 6-1 in favor of Kaya. Goals from Yamazaki, brace from Yamazaki, Bedik, and Melissa that made that 6. And it was Cyril Saot who scored for Tuloy. And in this matchup at the moment, 6-1. Goals from Del Rosario, Ray, a brace from Ott, a goal from Maluman Soko, and Murbach. And the goal for Tuloy coming from Urakoy so far.
Ooh. This time Capistrano there just not getting to that ball. It could also be a matter of fitness as well, because like we said, this is one of the longest PFL seasons ever. At the same time, not all of the teams have been exposed to the high level of football that you're seeing. Looks like we have a double change here coming for Tuloy.
Junior is replaced by player number 51, Christian Tambilawan.
Darbs Tambilawan coming in. And interestingly, he is one of the players that I have personally seen from the sevens plying his trade here. Quite interesting.
John Aguilar.
And not just that, Tambilawan also played for UE in the UAAP. As their season ended early, just at the end of the second round, Tambilawan made that switch now to play in the Pro League. It's going to be his first start for Tuloy. His first appearance, rather.
Then, John Razel Aguila, another player who they may really be looking to bolster the defense right now because they really need an extra spring, but they might have an edge on the attack here. That ball makes it. He just needs the shot, and it bounces off. It could have been one less goal. That was the closest of opportunities for Justin Lupango.
And Lupango at moments really getting the better of Toyota. Easily could have slipped in, hitting that post, but curling outwards.
Gaia wants to shut them down before they get any momentum. Momentum is dangerous in the game of football, and right now looks like another resurgence of momentum is coming for Tuloy. Good pass from Urakoy. South just needs to lay it off to another one. Finds Talam. Back to South. And now they are continuing their advance. Tuloy just looking for an opportunity. Diaz. Good pass to South, who was onside, but he's taken a fall there. And all that momentum just fizzles out yet again. And now Kaya has a chance. Eso moves the direction to the right. Zambrano now. Good layoff for the men in black. Zambrano with a cross. And that header was almost the 7th goal.
That was good connecting play on that right side between Angeles and Ott. Pass back to Ott, and the curling pass from Ott to find 3 attacking players inside the box. Mirbach got the slightest of touches to it, but eventually went out.
Now another opportunity to restart, but Kaya just wants to thwart this. Finds Kumaki. Out in space. On again. Kumaki now. Right to Melisa, who takes it and skies the shot.
I feel that Melisa could have done better with that one. He had the time to control, push it towards his stronger left foot, but eventually skies the chance.
That was Yastin Lupango on your screen, who might have had a little cramp. That was a dangerous back pass right there. Milawan able to clear it out, but the danger is not over. To play it on the left side now. Lupango gets taken down, and referee blows the whistle in his favor. It's really taking a toll on them now. You could really see Lupango is running out of fuel here.
I feel that exactly what Kaya did, really wearing them down. It is always that much more tiring to constantly defend than it is to attack.
attack now is Tuloy, but that was a really quick read by the midfield. Ball goes straight to Dato, who's, I think, only had a touch on the ball for the first time this second half.
Despite the goal scored against Kaya, besides that, it's been quiet at the back for the second half.
Trying to find Shuto. Komaki finds him. Out now, trying to get away from two men. Finds Ray again. Ray into the box, and it just goes out.
Capistrano able to get a touch on that, stop the cross from going inside the box. And another corner for Kaya FC. If I'm not mistaken, they've converted 3 goals from corners already. Really been able to exploit this weak spot of Tuloy.
Comes again, and Tambilawan with a punch to that ball, but Kaya still has it from long distance, and it goes right over. And you have been looking for this since earlier. Shuto Komaki finally takes one.
Still have to say that has to do with the corner play. Tambilawan able to punch that directly out of danger. That was from Mike Ott, punched out by Tambilawan. But the second ball fell perfectly for Komaki, setting himself up. The deflection from the defender just added an extra dip, making it harder for Tambilawan to read.
14, Shuto Komaki.
Finding the back of the net, adding up the tally. 7 goals for Kaya FC Iloilo.
The assignment has gone from doable to near impossible now. Tuloy has really found themselves in a ditch, and they might get it deeper here, and it just gone deeper for them yet. And this time the skipper, John Melissa, does it.
And the fluidity of passing on full display. That was a great team effort to get the 8th goal for Kaya FC. Well-timed pass from Mike Ott. The extra touch from Melissa breaks away from Tambilawan. And it was an empty net that he easily just ushered in with his second ball. The second touch.
And Tuloy FC has been effectively taken apart by Kaya. 8 goals to 1, 10 minutes remaining in regular time, and they might not be done yet. Martini Ray has it, and he's in the box. He wants to take it on his own, and almost adds one more nail to that coffin.
And a touch too many from Martini Ray. But everyone's hungry to score some goals.
And now, from a game of just getting 3 points to managing a larger goal difference, Kaya is now on their way with another corner. Ooh! And you'd think that was goal number 9, but the clearance was there.
Julius Mirbach hitting the crossbar there. It was an in-between, if that was a shot or that was a ball trying to find the attacking players, and eventually it sails outwards.
They're just trying their hardest here to survive the onslaught that is Kaya FC.
KFC, who was a bit sluggish in that first half, came out the second half after the goal that Tuloy scored with this different sense of urgency. That's when the goals just kept flowing in.
And And you thought Lupango was going to make a good pass there. He is now being guarded well. Passing play between him and Diaz. Diaz gets that ball, puts a delivery, but no one was there to get ahead. And the flag has gone up either way.
Not a good sign for Tuloy FC on the further left end. There is a player down. Players down on that far left side for Tuloy. Screen now focused on Martini Ray and the likes of Tambilawan. KFC with a dominant second half performance here. Closer look at the assistant coach of Tuloy, Jason Turco. You'd feel that the first 60 minutes of this game, it was back and forth, respectable scoreline. As the game went on, Kaya FC really able to wear down Tuloy FC. Tuloy on the attack. Saud. Still with Saud, looking for a teammate, but a touch from Malumansoko. KFC on the attack. Quickly able to swing it from Komaki to Ott. Ott to mirror back. Ott again. Ball still in play. Tambilawan made a big save. Just like that, Kaya FC on the attack once more. Mirror back. Another save from Tambilawan. And a corner in favor of Kaya FC. Who've been really dominant on the attack. Scored 4 goals from corner opportunities, and they have another corner here. Janjan Meliza. And a header from Menzi. But Tambilawan gets that and quickly tried to start the attack from the opposite end. Data gets a touch to it. Komaki, mirror back, and another save from Tambilawan. Ray with the ball. The defense able to hold their ground. Urakoy. The foul is called there on Malumansoko. Just a touch too heavy there on Diaz. The substitution has been made for Lupango, who's struggling on that further left end.
Is replaced by player
His
number
day is done, and in his place
25,
is
Clark Gubuyan.
Gobuyan. And if you are just joining us, remember, this is your We Are PFL Sunday triple header here at Rizal and a 4th game at Cebu. So no short of action here today. Urakoy down the right. Tuloy FC able to keep it on the attack. Capistrano. Nunez. Swings it to that far left side, finding the run. KFC able to take advantage of their physicality. And a pass too heavy from Malumansoko. Talam. Rakoy back to Talam. It's a cross inside. They had 3 players. South, despite the pressure, able to keep the ball. Janjan Melissa trying to put on the press against Tuloy, and at the moment Tuloy able to swing the ball around, but not really to the attacking third. Another great work from Eso, who gets it back. Eso again, a cut back. What a save from Tambilawan. Martini Ray. Curling ball in the back of the net. What a shot, what a goal from Martini Ray, making it 9 goals for Kaya FC. There was a lot of finesse on the shot of Martini Ray. Second ball, back to him, takes the touch, and just curling it to the further end.
Kaya FC Iloilo by player number 77.
Kaya on this
Martini
dominant performance
Ray.
second half here. Really just running down Tuloy FC.
There will be a minimum of 2 minutes.
Feel showed a
of additional
valiant effort
time.
and kept things really close for the first 60 minutes of this game. 2 minutes of added time, and KFC still on the attack, not done here. And the touch was too heavy for Mirbach. As we mentioned, Tuloy FC, despite the scoreline has showed. Komaki again on the attack. This time, another ball that just went sailing outwards. Again, Kaya FC able to thread the needle, finding the ball in the attacking third. And on numerous occasions. Komaki with the delivery. Ball was headed out by a defender, by an attacking player of Kaya FC. It's going to be a goal kick for Tambilawan. Leading towards the last few seconds of this game. Toyota able to deal with the attack of Tuloy FC. This could be the last chance on attack. Komaki, heel back to Mirbach. Mirbach still to Ott, and a save from Tambilawan. Yellow card on Martini Ray. for the challenge on Cyril South. South slow to get back up. KFC, once the usual starters were introduced, just played on a different level this second half. That made a big difference. That's your final whistle. And the full-time score, 9 goals for Kaya FC, 1 goal for Tuloy FC.
Is Kaya FC Iloilo 9.
A dominant second half performance.
And Tuloy FC 1.
Goals all over the park. A brace for Ray, a brace for Ott. Goal from Del Rosario. Mir back with the goal. Gomaki as well. Goal from Maluman Soko and Melisa. Made that 9 goals for Kaya FC as compared to the 1 goal from Tuloy that was just at the start of the second half. So the final score in your first matchup is 9-1. When you take a look at the full-time stats, 53% possession for Kaya FC and 47% for Tuloy. 45 shots. It's a big number. 32 on target, which really made it that much harder for the Tuloy defense to really come back. Kaya able to wear them down and able to convert 9. As for Tuloy, they had 10 shots, 5 on target, and were able to convert 1. It was a great matchup, most especially in that first half where they kept it really close. This was that second half goal from Morocco, but once Tuloy scored that goal, the one and only goal they scored, Kaya not happy about that and ended up on a wave and wave of attack.
Stallion Laguna FC and
It's a
Maharlika
dominant
FC.
second half performance for the defending champions
Will
who
be at
keep themselves at the top of the
in
table.
afternoon.
But do stay with us, so much football still to be played. At the end of this match at 5 p.m., Cebu will be taking on Valenzuela PB Mendiola. At 5:45 here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium, Stallion Laguna will be taking on Maharlika FC. And at 8:30 p.m., Wantagig will be taking on Don Bosco Garelli. On behalf of my partner Glenn, my name is Natasha Alquiros Dato. Thank you for joining us and stay tuned for more football action.
Congratulations on the game. What are your thoughts on the result?
Sorry.
What are your thoughts on the result of the game?
First of all, I'm happy to win this game, and I'm happy to score. It was a tough game for us because we had game midweek, but everybody, I think, good performance.
Lastly, what are your message to your fans?
Thank you for coming today, and thank you for support. I always appreciate for every supporter. Thank you so much. Thank you.